Hey everybody, I am on Revere Beach. This is the oldest public beach in North America. Check it out. I mean, kind of goes from all the way around there to here. And I am starting my little short journey to go to a place called Deer Island. It's on a peninsula here on the outskirts of Boston. There are two memorials there. So one memorial is for the natives who were here originally and were forced onto that peninsula. Many of them died and starved, and I want to share a little bit about that story. And another one where they forced the Irish who just came off the boat because of disease. They forced them to go onto the peninsula and stay there, and many of them died. So there are memorials to both of them. In the meantime, we'll start off here at Revere Beach, and then we're gonna go through Winthrop, Massachusetts. So let's go on a journey and share some American history and a little bit of tragedy. All right, let's go. So starting off, this is a pretty cool beach. It's winter time. Just a couple days ago, I was in Miami, but I found this big giant clamshell. Have you seen a clamshell that big? I guess maybe you have if you eat clams. I know I don't eat clams and never have, but these are pretty big. So I guess these are just left over from being out there. I know lots of people, they'll paint and draw on these. So I think I might collect a couple of them and maybe do it myself, make something cool out of that. What do you think? If you like to see whatever I create, let me know down in the comments. So you can see there are shells all over the place. That one looks kind of fresh. The water's kind of catching me. Got the beautiful seagulls, people taking a walk. There was a lady out here feeding the seagulls a little earlier, and they were all crowded around her. So I wish I had something to give them, but I don't have anything today. What's going on, seagull? They're used to people. They're not running as fast as many animals. And that's the beach. That's what you got here. So I'm gonna head back to the whip and we're gonna drive through Winthrop. Let's go. Okay, I'm in the town of Winthrop. This area and this town and this state in general was inhabited by Algonquin-speaking natives of all sorts. Today we're actually going to focus on the Nipmuc, but we'll talk about them in a minute. Winthrop was founded or settled in about 1630, and I'm here just to see the oldest inhabited house in the United States, or maybe North America, I think. What's it gonna look like? Is it gonna be a big mansion? Is it gonna be a small house or something in between? I'm not sure, but people still live there. I know that the building we're gonna see, I've read up on it, is 300 and something years old. And the latest version of it, it was remodeled several times, but this is the original building. Now see it here. This is the original building over here. This version was, this remodel was built in 1675. I think it was 1637 that was really originally built by a ship captain and then taken over by Dean Winthrop, who was one of the 6 sons of John Winthrop. I think that was the second governor of Massachusetts. But check this out. So it says Dean Winthrop, in 1637, William Pierce, captain of the ship Lion, erected this house, which was occupied from 1647 to 1703 by Dean Winthrop, younger son of Governor Winthrop, Massachusetts Bay Colony. So this is it. So how does it look? Is it cool? I mean, I can see those windows look pretty old. It looks kind of plain. This is just kind of the New England style. I don't know what the style is. If you happen to know the style of this sort of house, let me know in the comments. But I just wanted to stop by and see that. So there's no house in this country that's been lived in longer than this one. So there's Dean Winthrop's sigil there, 1637. I like the little heart. That's a nice touch. And this is their garage in their yard. So I know there's some historic things in there as it's being inhabited. I like the little door lamp there, the cool door knocker. I don't know if I should be going up there, but you can see it from here. Cool door knockers. You don't see those too often anymore. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little area. You can imagine this all used to be probably land. I don't think houses were that close together back then, or maybe they were. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful area in general. So I'm kind of stopping here in Winthrop because this is the path that so many have come through, and it was the last thing that they saw. But now the town has about 19,000 people who live here, and it's a pretty great community to live in from what I see and hear. You know, people seem pretty happy and joyful and friendly. Police officers drove by and waved. So yeah, another nice town that I've visited, and I'm passing through. So let's head over to these memorials on Deer Island and talk about it. Also, there's one kind of funky place that I'm going to show you. Let's go. All right, y'all, I am on Deer Island. So they call it Deer Island because the deer were plentiful here. But I gotta show you something before I go look for these memorials. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna find them. It's supposed to be a memorial for the Irish who were here because of you know, the disease that many of them had from getting off the boats. And I think they just threw them all here. They had a hospital and all these things to care for them, but lots of people died here. But I wanna show you Boston. Isn't that a cool view of Boston? Let me see if I can get over there. I mean, are we allowed to get over there? I mean, I don't see anything saying we can't, so I'm jumping over. Let's head down there. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a little quick detour for beauty. And that's beautiful. So you can see there's the airplane landing right there. That at the very edge. I'm sorry that my GoPro doesn't zoom. Maybe I'll get something that zooms sometimes, but that's the airport right there on the edge. And this is part of Boston Harbor here. And the sun's getting ready to set, so I don't have a whole lot of time to search, but it was kind of worth me stopping, you know, because that's beautiful Boston right there. So before it gets too dark, let me head over here. So I talked to a cool dude who kind of guided me. It looks like he took hikes and stuff around here before, and he doesn't know where the Nipmuc Memorial is. That's the name of the tribe that was forced here to they were forced here Many of them were forced converted. Many of them died of malnutrition and disease. And that's what the memorial kind of recognizes. So we're gonna march up this hill and see what we can get cracking over here. So the Nipmuc were indigenous tribe of Massachusetts, northeastern Massachusetts. They spoke Eastern Algonquin. So the Nipmuc had some of the earliest contact with colonists when they first arrived here. You know, they were doing a little trading and everything. And then there was a war. This is before the United States. It was the King Philip's War, I think in 1675. And many of the Nipmuc were forced here and held captive. And a lot of them died. They died of disease, malnutrition, and some were executed and even sold into slavery. And there's supposedly a memorial here that I can't see any pictures of, and I can't find the exact location. So we're gonna hope that we can find that up here. That's one of two memorials here on this island, at least. The other is one that recognizes the Irish who got off the boat. Many of them had communicable diseases that they didn't want spreading throughout the United States or throughout this place. And oh man, there's paths. I'm going up the hill. I think that's what the dude kind of told me. So I'm gonna go up the hill. I mean, at least up the hill we can get maybe a better view of where we're at. Another place I wanted to show you that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see completely, but this place here on Deer Island is a water waste treatment plant, and it's the second largest in the United States or the world. I'm always looking up facts and forgetting small details. But let's head up this hill and see what we can see. As you can see, there's beautiful Winthrop. Look at this beach. You know they're out there enjoying the water in the summertime. So let's look at this map, see what we got going on. So we are here, and I think it might be there. I'm gonna walk a little bit, and we're gonna admire the scenery. And in the meantime, if we don't make it there before dark, then so be it. But at least you know the history. But check this out. This is all Deer Island. And look at the side. Look, we're looking around and we see all beautiful nature and woods and trees and all that good stuff. And that's just a little part of this island. Look at that. This whole thing is a waste treatment plant. So from living in southeastern Baltimore County, I kind of lived near, a treatment plant. And every time we passed by it, it was funky. I'll let you know if I have any interesting smells out here. I'm gonna do a little walking, and I'll let you know what I find before my battery dies. Any of y'all friends and fam from Baltimore County who are familiar with the I think Back River treatment plant? Look at this. Check this out. Look at the size. Okay, you got those two golden domes there in Baltimore. You got like half a dozen or more over here. And guess what? It doesn't stink at all. This is the second largest treatment plant in the United States. And nice and quiet and doesn't smell. So there you go. And look, if any of you are thinking about coming to Boston, or the surrounding area, come here. Come here first, or come here at some point. This place has awesome views. Like, you can see all of Boston here. I mean, it's kind of sunny here now, but you can see all of Boston that way, and you can see planes land. So you can see this plane coming on down. They're all lined up, landing. All right, we're heading on the path down the other side of the hill. The kind fellow who tried to guide me to this place that we don't know exists said maybe it's down here. There is a memorial. So there are two memorials again, but if I can make it to the Native American one, I'll be happy. Oh man, I've had my video, this is a nightmare, okay? I've had my camera on all this time, and I don't think it was picking up any of my audio. That's as lame as it gets. Look at these park benches. I'm a little frustrated right now. All right, let me get past it. They decorated the park benches. I was in the middle of giving you a pro tip and telling you to travel in the wintertime. I'm not sure if it picked up or not. I don't think it did, actually. So, yeah, travel in the wintertime, you get places all to yourself. It's interesting how they took the whole island, most of the island, and made a poop plant out of it. Instead of leaving it natural. There's supposed to be a lot of deer here, but they're clearly not here now. At least I don't see any. I don't see much large wildlife at all. No drone zone. I so wanted to fly a drone. I just heard something move up there. I don't know what was in those bushes, and I'm not gonna go find out. So this is the waste treatment plant, and all the rocks kind of protecting it, I guess, against weather. Warning, severe tidal change. So as I say, Boston Harbor Islands, back again, talking about ships and all that other good stuff around here. I'm not sure if I'm coming close to that memorial or not. What a place to put a memorial. I mean, why way out here? I don't know if it's out here or not, but I'm about to turn around. I'm gonna walk to the end of this here, and if it's not there, I'm turning around. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't find that memorial, and I was told by another hiker that it's possibly been removed, which is unfortunate because there's one from representing the Irish who died. So let me tell you their story briefly. So coming from Ireland, escaping the potato famine in the mid 1800s, ships would come and bring Irish immigrants here, and they would come, like I said, escaping the famine, but also having diseases and things like that. While they were building the poop plant, they found 850 bodies, I believe it was, of all the people who died. And some people decided in the 90s to go ahead and build that memorial. And that's what happened. They would come on ships called coffin ships. They came here for hope. They'd look at these shores and say, oh, that's America, you know, what does the future hold for us in this new land? And some of them didn't even make it, you know? Instead of dying in the famine in that country, in Ireland, they died here. I didn't meet any of my goals, but that's how it goes sometimes. If you like the video, press the like button. It's the best way to help the channel. Comment below. Did you like the views here? Did you know this story? Did you know about what happened here on Deer Island? And remember, life is outside. If you can't get out there, subscribe and come with me. I'll take you there. I love you.